Welcome back everyone, and welcome back to World of Warship. Today I've been thinking to share my thoughts about the most OP battleship that ever come to World of Warship ever. I mean, this is such a broken amazing battleship in every category. Seriously guys, the reason number one I'm putting this video is this ship will break the goddamn game. You think the HMS Conqueror is OP? This is nothing. This is, how should I say, Conqueror on steroids at tier 7. I'll also explain you why. This ship, it was not a fantasy ship. This is a real thing. This ship has been built in 1913 and the construction schedules begin in 1915. There were at least 4 ships. You can see the name of them. But why is the reason Zerra is so hype about the French battleship? Do you really think that the Royal Navy that have everything? I'm talking about concealment, gun, firepower, good HE and so on, and speed. To be honest with you, you're wrong. The French will have everything. I'm serious, and especially this battleship, and also explain you why. I'll scroll down a little bit. So what's her the consumable and the stats I will come just short. I do not have them yet, but I'll provide you as soon as I can. So while we are looking for the real battleship, had actually 340 millimeters guns. Not one, not two, 16 of them. And you can definitely see 3 small turrets with a secondary, and they have not less than 3 turrets with 2 guns each. Not sorry, 4 guns each. So it's basically 12 secondary guns of the big guns, but probably we should also have some other, but at least 12 in each side. 16 guns, 340 millimeters, and by the way, the real ship also have torps. Now imagine that this ship will face most of the time tier 6 and tier 5's battleship. Oh my god, poor devils. Even though that you probably don't, I mean, come on guys, 340 millimeters guns are not bad. Even that they are Sigma and all that, it's somehow Wargaming has to nerf this a bit because it's, in my book, too much big caliber guns and too much firepower secondary, and the guns of all 4 turrets. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's such a mind-blowing ship, I cannot explain. And what I can see right now, she's not big. She's kind of a small pocket battleship with, I still believe it 27 knots. It's great, but what makes, in my book, the one who's breaking the whole game, it's actually because she's a tier 7, for crying out loud, with most guns than any battleship in this freaking game. Absolutely ridiculous. And just sometimes you will face tier 8s and in the worst case tier 9, but how matchmaking is today, most likely you are the top dog. You're gonna shoot the tier 6 and tier 5s, and what you know, your HP pool it's amazing, your speed it's good, your concealment it's good. I cannot see anything about this ship. It's just OP as hell. I believe that Wargaming can tune this, still work in progress. I'm talking about the Sigma and how accurate the guns are. Probably it will be close to, let's say, Dunkirk's dispersion. But even, listen to me guys, even if the guns will have Dunkirk's dispersion and so on, I still believe it's still the lethaliest and most dangerous tier 7 battleship you can face if you, my dear subscriber, are a tier 5 and tier 6 battleship, because she does not have Scharnhorst guns, for crying out loud. she has absolutely ridiculous big caliber guns of how many you have. And if you think that, oh man, she's slow, she is sluggish and stuff like that, I don't believe so. I will bet there'll be probably space armor, you know, and I'll also bet that probably, I'm just saying, this is my gut feeling, that she also have a speed boost like the French cruiser line, maybe. So if you're right now selling a 27 knots, how about you selling 33 or something with speed boost? So put the speed flag and then you'll reach 34 or something. So, and your concealment is great. So man, try to sell everything and everything. I'm sorry to say that, but the French battleships, what I can see, especially this one, it's absolutely hilarious strong, and I'm very hyped because, come on, working. 16 guns, 340 millimeters at tier 7. Yes, please come to my port so I can show you what this battleships it's all about. And I don't believe that I can see right now the pictures. She won't have torpedoes, even though in real life she also had torps. But then if they'll also give her torp, they will be absolutely broken. It's broken as it is right now without torps. And probably you may argue that the AA it's not that great, but come on guys, you cannot have everything. And by the way, at tier 7 maybe Gneiss now has some decent AA, and the rest of all the tier 7 does not have WOW, beside Colorado of course, but it's a different story. But in general, what I'm trying to say, you know, the AA level goes from tier 8 up to tier 10, but in general I do believe that beside her AA, her secondary is great, her firepower, yeah, I can see actually one problem, that most of your firepower you're selling away is like a rune, or how should I say, rune and Königsberg, Nürnberg, you know, you kind of have to show a lot of broadside to use the guns. Probably that it's the downside, and I don't know exactly the turret traverse speed, but I'll get back to you as soon as I have more information about her stats. But it's still very interesting, and seriously guys, please let me know in your comment below what you think about this absolutely broken battleship. So yeah, it's just hilarious, and it will be, even the dispersion will be as bad as Dunkirk, you still have twice as much firepower. It's like you putting 2 Dunkirks in one single battleship, and now you're talking about firepower. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's confirmed this will come as a tier 7 Lyon, I do believe, the French battleship name. That's all I'd like to say for now guys. Subscribe to my channel, and always captains fair seas, and goodbye.